You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
This episode of Oh Behave is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at audiblepodcast.com/behave. Over 75,000 titles to choose from for your iPod or MP3 player.
It's Oh Behave with Arden Moore, the show that teaches you how to have harmony in the household with your pets. Join Arden as she travels coast to coast to help millions better understand why cats and dogs do what they do. Get the latest scoop on famous faces, their perfectly pampered pets, and who's walking who in Rin Tin Tinseltown. From famous pet experts and best-selling authors to television and movie stars, you'll get the latest buzz from wagging tongues and tails, garner great pet tips, and have a doggone fur-flying fun time. So get ready for the pause and applause as we unleash your Oh Behave host, America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore.
Welcome to the Oh Behave show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore. You know, I've always been puzzled by the expression, work like a dog. These days, what exactly does that mean? I mean, I'm looking over at my two dogs, Chipper and Cleo, and they're in my office right now, happily lounging on an orthopedic dog bed. You know, maybe perhaps we need to tweak that expression to make it more appropriate for today's life with our dogs. Instead of work like a dog, we should embrace the motto, work with your dog. And I'm doggone lucky to do this each and every day. But guess what, listeners? Come June 25th, a lot of you can leash up your dog and take them to work with you. That's because June 25th is the annual Take Your Dog to Work Day. And here to share some of the many benefits of this special day are the organizers of the event. Please give pause and applause to Patty Moran, founder of Pet Sitters International, and her colleague, Beth Stoltz. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Hi, Arden. It's great to be with you.
How you doing, Beth?
I'm doing great, Arden. Thanks.
All right. Now, we're going to find out how you can participate in Take Your Dog to Work Day and why it's a great idea for you, your dog, and yes, even your boss, right after we take this commercial break. So, sit and stay. We'll be right back.
Time for a pause. 4 furry ones, actually. Sit and stay. Oh Behave will be right back.
Hey boy, how you doing? What am I doing? I'm creating your own life book. It's a website that's just for you. Remember that picture I took of you pulling off Lisa's bathing suit? Yeah, I know, me too. I'm putting that awesome picture on your life book page. We'll see what comments we get. And that great video we took of you standing on the table with your head inside the turkey? That's definitely going on there. No, it's easy. It only took me 2 minutes to set up your page. I chose a great theme, and I can connect with millions of other pet parents. I can also create a memorial life book. No, not for Grandma, but we can make one for Fluffy, remember her? And we can even put links to our favorite pet charity, and friends can make donations. People can create their own life book for their pets by going to PetLifeRadio.livingyearspets.com, or they can sign up on the Pet Life Radio homepage. Where's Lisa? She's outside by the pool. Hey, come back here! Create your own life book for your pet. PetLifeRadio.livingyearspets.com.
From Paris, New York, and around the globe, get ready for the hip, the trendy, the uber cool where pets rule. If you've got a passion for pet fashion and a flair for animal wear, this is the ultimate place to take a peek at what's chic in the world of designer pet fashion and cool new pet products. The Pet Set, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com. Oh Behave is back with more tail-wagging ways to achieve harmony in the household with your pets. Now, back to your fetching host, America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore.
Welcome back to the Oh Behave show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore. Mark your calendar. June 25th is Take Your Dog to Work Day. Here to help you and your dog get ready for this fun event are the organizers. please welcome from Pet Sitters International, Patty Moran and Beth Stoltz. You guys have been doing this for quite a while. I mean, I think, Patty, you founded Pet Sitters International. Let's do a little time machine ride, if you will. Let's zip back to 1999. What happened in that date?
Well, actually, Pet Sitters International was started in 1994, Arden. So
no, I meant 1999 for the other thing, but you're right. My timing is off.
I wasn't sure if we were talking Pet Sitters International first.
Okay, we can do that. Let's do that first so people know just how great your group is, and then we can then get into this event that you sponsor. So back in 1994, I would say I won't tell you how old I was, but I could drink legally. Okay. Not that I did.
Uh-huh. Well, that's quite a benchmark for the year.
I agree.
In 1994, the doors were open to Pet Sitters International, and we began our journey then of promoting excellence in the career of professional pet sitting. And I saw starting the association as a way to hopefully bring pet sitters together and make life better for them because, there is strength in numbers, and we saw as the industry was beginning to grow that perhaps if we joined together that we could find liability insurance for our members and other benefits that we may not be able to obtain just as independent business owners. So we started in 1994 with about 300 members and grew year by year as the industry has grown, and I'm proud to say that we just celebrated our 16th anniversary of putting professional in pet sitting, and we have we're at nearly 8,000 member businesses now.
Wow! Congratulations! That's quite a testament. And you actually also, I want to give you a little plug. You did a book on how to start a pet sitting business and do well. Tell us the name of the book.
The book is Pet Sitting for Profit, and I wish I could say that I had planned to write that book, but it just came out of as my own local pet sitting service that I was running grew. I was hearing from other people in other parts of the country who were saying, "Hey, we would like to start a business like yours, and could you help us get started?" Because it was sort of uncharted territory back then, and it seemed like there was a time period where I was getting more calls for consulting than I was for actual pet sitting visits. So in order to concentrate more on my local service, I just sat down and put everything that I had learned the hard way into a book.
Well, you've got a lot of P's in your title. You not only put the professional title in pet sitting, but you also are quite a pet pioneer, too. I mean, there was no little easy... Here's the easy steps, 1, 2, 3 to becoming a professional pet sitter, or how to organize a group that's now 8,000 members strong and growing.
Now, that's why I say it's a good thing that ignorance is bliss, or I may not have gotten this far, but, just fortunately it has evolved, and, now pet sitting has become a household word, and I will have to say that Pet Sitters International even got the word into the dictionary.
You did?
Oh. Yes, in 1997 we realized, well, maybe one reason people have not heard of pet sitting is because it's not even in the dictionary, which was news to us. So we led a campaign back in 1997 and actually saw in July 1997 Random House added the word to the English language.
Oh, my gosh. Now, I think 1997 was the last time I actually looked in a dictionary. So that's quite a momentous milestone. I can't believe that. That's pretty smart of you. Now you Google and Bing and all the other search engines, they're sort of helping your cause a lot, aren't they?
Oh yeah. Social media is the thing now.
Yeah, we tweet, we Facebook, we LinkedIn. I mean, I wonder when we have time to do the dishes.
I do too, Arden. It is hard now.
But I have very strong typing fingers. That's the thing. I think I could be in the typing fingers Olympics.
Well, more power to you because...
So you not only take on the task of creating an organization that is really educated, your members are certified, they have liability insurance, they learn more and more about pet behavior, but you decided to tackle on another milestone, and that's, there are some of us that are very fortunate that we can take our dogs to work easily, like myself. But what brought up the idea of organizing a national campaign to have a certain day every year designated for that, Patty?
Well, it was during 1999, and our organization had grown in numbers, and we were looking for a way that would allow us to give back to the animal community from which we earn our living. And there's so many other events and things that allow you to rescue pets and get them into adoptable homes, but we were looking for a unique way that we might incorporate this. And knowing that how so many of the clients that we sit for are working professionals, we thought, well, hey, maybe if people could take their dogs to work, because after all, there is a take your son, take your daughter to work day.
Yeah.
For a lot of us, our dogs are surrogate children. And so why not have a day where we could take them into the workplace, show our fur children off, and then we thought the goal in doing this was to let other dogless coworkers see the bonds that exist between us and our dogs, and hopefully this would inspire and motivate these dogless coworkers to go and adopt a dog that needed a loving home. So thus, Take Your Dog to Work Day was born to promote dog adoptions.
That's a very smart idea. Now, I'm sure you probably had to convince some bosses at different companies. Was there, if you can remember back in 1999, was there a few of them that just came on board quickly and said, yeah, we'll be happy to get behind you?
Yeah, fortunately, there were some of these that really jumped on the idea. There were a lot more employees, though, who I guess were really wanting to take part in the idea. And, we found that, of course, there's some industries, like the health industry and food industry where, there's health code regulations that wouldn't permit them to participate. And then, probably the biggest holdup were companies who rented or leased space in buildings where the building owner would not allow pets into the workplace. So that's been a bit of a bugaboo in some of the larger cities.
I think I should just bring Chipper over and let her give him a big old kiss on the face. Maybe the landlord will say yes then.
Hey, I think that's a great idea.
She's quite the little canine charmer. I'm sure she could add to the cause. Uh-huh. But you do have some companies. I mean, I was looking at the top 10 list from last year, and I don't want to spoil it because I want everybody to go to takeyourdog.com. It is an awesome site. You guys have a little fun with a lot of good information. I mean, I'm really wowed by how organized you've got this. You've got it so that a person or a company can register. I mean, takeyourdog.com is a very polished website.
Yeah, well, it's not a free-for-all like, some people might be thinking. I mean, it is a very, as you said, organized event, and we have tried to think of all the different issues. This is our 12th year of actually holding the event, and so we do hope that people who are interested will go to the website. I know Beth will talk about this more later on in our conversation, but we have disclaimers on there for people wanting to participate, because that is a concern of what if a dog should do something we don't want him to do in the building, and ask that pet owners be responsible for their pets. We also
no doggy doo-doo on the floor, right?
Right.
Okay.
And we do have ideas for making the day, fun with parades or picnics and that type of thing. So there's a lot of information on the website to make it a successful event for any company wanting to participate.
Okay. Well, we're going to be talking a little bit more about the specifics of Take Your Dog to Work Day and speak with Patty Moran's colleague, Beth Stoltz, who's also, she's kind of got a big lead role in this event, which is June 25th, right after we pay for this show by taking this commercial break. So everybody, sit and stay. We'll be right back.
Time for a walk on the red carpet, of course. All Behave will be back in a flash, right after these messages.
Hey, love to read, but just never seem to have enough time to sit in one place long enough? For all of us on-the-go people, Audible has the answer. Best-selling audiobooks for your iPod or MP3 player. For Pet Life Radio listeners, Audible is offering a free audiobook download with a free 14-day trial to give you a chance to check out their service. Choose from hundreds of today's bestsellers, including awesome pet books, such as Bad Dogs Have More Fun by Marley and Me author John Grogan, Love That Cat by Ingrid Newkirk, It's Okay to Miss the Bed on the First Jump, and Other Life Lessons I Learned from Dogs by Seinfeld's John O'Hurley, and many, many more. To download your free audiobook today, go to audiblepodcast.com/behave. Again, that's audiblepodcast.com/behave for your free audiobook.
It's time for school for you and your friends, your furry best friends. Train your dog the fun and easy way with Teacher's Pet Sessions. Teacher's Pet host Pia Silvani teaches you step-by-step how to train your dog the fun and easy way. You get 8 30-minute live audio training sessions, complete transcripts of each session, plus a basic training manual to get you and your dog off to a great start. Training begins the moment you bring your dog home. Teacher's Pet Sessions offers positive reinforcement training to shape your dog's behavior and encourages upbeat, enthusiastic responses to ensure that your dog will enjoy learning. Teacher's Pet Sessions dog training is fun at both ends of the leash. So listen, learn, and laugh with your dog with Teacher's Pet Sessions. Get your copy of Teacher's Pet Sessions Volume 1 today. To order, go to teacherspetsessions.com.
Hi, this is Pia Silvani, your host. Bring your dog, tug toy, and treats, and get ready to have some fun.
teacherspetsessions.com.
Hello! I'm Deborah Wolf, and I'm inviting you to my animal party on Pet Life Radio. The dress code? Come as you are. Pajamas, a tux. You can even go naked like your pets. Unleash your party animal at my animal party. Guests you know from Animal Planet, TV, radio, the news, and bookstores will be joining me. And that's because after I won Best Pet Radio in America from the DWAA, I got my paw in the door and I met a lot of amazing people. And the best of the best are going to be coming to the party. They're coming to party with us. So join us at the animal party. Don't miss the party.
Every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi, it's Victoria Stilwell from Animal Planet. It's me or the dog. You're listening to Oh Behave with Arden Moore on Pet Life Radio.
We're back from the lot. Just checked the paper and we had a record showing at the box. The letterbox, that is. Now back to Oh Behave. Here's Arden.
Welcome back to the O Behave Show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore. I'm delighted to have two friends who are doing great things for dogs all over this country. Please, again, we're speaking with Patty Moran. She is the founder of Pet Sitters International. Heck, she founded the whole organization of professional pet sitting. And her colleague, Beth Stoltz, right, Beth, of taking the leash, the main leash, and getting this Take Your Dog to Work Day going for June 25th. This is year number 12. Beth, please make sure I'm giving you the proper title. Are you the top dog for Take Your Dog to Work Day?
Well, I think Patty's always the top dog, but I am the company spokesperson for Take Your Dog to Work Day.
Okay.
She's the top dog running the show this year.
Okay, that's all right. So as the company spokesperson for Take Your Dog to Work Day, what are some things you want to make sure our listeners know? Because we have a zillion listeners, and they have dogs, and they also get, have to pay taxes because they work. So what can they do to try to get organized and be able to have their well-mannered dog come with them on work day on June 25th?
Exactly, Arden. PSI is working this year with the Association of Pet Dog Trainers and Dog Fancy magazine to encourage businesses across the country and internationally to open their doors to employees' dogs on June 25th so we can celebrate that human canine bond and promote pet adoption. You mentioned our website earlier, takeyourdog.com, and for anyone who may be interested in participating, the site really has all the information you'll need to plan an event, convince your boss to let you participate, and even to help train your dog to prepare him for coming to the office.
No, I really like that. Yeah, if you go on takeyourdog.com site, some of the little tips that you got provided by the Association of Pet Dog Trainers, that's apdt.com, they're smart. I mean, you're introducing your dog to new people and to other dogs. There's some great tips on how to really adopt a dog. Make sure, folks, you don't go on looks alone, because you're going to have that dog longer than the life, or 2 or 3 cars and maybe some boyfriends and girlfriends. So this is a 10, 12, 15, maybe 20-year investment. Make sure you choose really wisely. But you have fun. I mean, I want to know how you get on the website, takeyourdog.com. All of a sudden, these dog paw prints kind of appear like they're holding up a sign. And I got to tell you, the dog paws look much like my dog Chipper. I don't know if she's moonlighting when I'm not around, but you had a little fun with that website.
It's a great site. I mean, one of the websites not only provide the tips and information you need for participating in Take Your Dog to Work Day, but also just to be a fun site for pet lovers and pet owners. So in addition to the training tips, we have some fun dog day facts, some top 10 lists, and also the professional pooch photo gallery. So it's just a really fun site for pet lovers.
Now, the professional pooch photo site, tell us a little bit about how people can zip off their photos for that.
Sure. Well, we all know that we love to show off our dogs. So for the annual Take Your Dog to Work Day celebration, we do have a photo contest. So you can go to takeyourdog.com, click on the Pooch Gallery, and upload a photo of your dog at work. And we do select a winner after Take Your Dog to Work Day, and there are cash and pet product prizes for the winner of the photo contest.
And last year, can you remember how many entries you had? Roughly?
Oh, goodness. There were hundreds, and I don't know the exact number, but we certainly had more than 99,000 visitors come to the website, takeyourdog.com,
oh my gosh,
between May and July. So tons of interest in the day, and then hundreds uploaded photos as well.
Now, I'm looking at the top 10 dog-friendly companies that are now hiring, and this apparently is attributed to a company by the name of simplyhired.com. Obviously, it makes sense that a pet company like PetSmart might be, number 1, ladies. But I was really blown away by number 8, Dartmouth College. How did a college land at the top 10 on dog-friendly companies? Patty or Beth, just chime in.
I think it's been amazing to us each year to see the variety of companies that participate in this day. I mean, entire city governments participate. So I don't think it's surprising that a college would, because it's academia, and these are smart people that know the advantages of bringing their dogs to work.
I'm just trying to remember. I apologize. I don't know what the Dartmouth College mascot is, but maybe it's a dog. Anybody who's out there, they can zip out and do a little Google search, but wouldn't that be ironic? Or a cat, that'd be even better.
Yeah. we need to check into that.
So Google is on it, Banfield, the Pet Hospital, something very serious sounding, Diversified Technical Solutions made it to the top 5. Amazon.com, that's kind of cool. I have no idea what Roy Tellman and Associates is, but that must be a law firm or something.
There really are such a variety of businesses that participate. And as Patty mentioned, that's what we find year after year as we hear accounts of businesses that are participating in the day. You have every from ad agencies to colleges to newspapers. Construction companies. Such a variety, exactly, such a variety of businesses.
Well, that's great. Now, with this, I like what you said way back in the start of our show, Patty, was this, that you wanted to do something that was unique, that kind of, I guess, would stand out like a Great Dane among a bunch of Yorkie Terriers, and that was to create the Take Your Dog to Work Day. But you have a mission, and that, it seems like it's a two-pronged mission. You want to get us to be more bonded with our pets. That's great. And also to make people more aware about the benefits of adopting great dogs and cats that are all over. I just got back from a trip to Sedona, and I visited the new Sedona Humane Society, and Gary, the owner there, I was just blown away how beautiful it was, but more importantly, how more and more shelters are investing in training programs with the dogs and the cats just to improve their ability to get adopted.
Yeah, and that's been a terrific improvement, we think, in the adoption community.
Right, I guess. Now, with this, there's some benefits, don't you think, to office morale, to being able to have this? This is sure beats having a casual day on Friday. I mean, tell us a little bit, Patty, about what are some of the benefits maybe a business owner can get from their staff as far as morale is concerned when they get to bring their beagle to work.
Yeah, well, it's a really inexpensive way to boost employee morale by having a fun day like this. And, employers have told us that it increases productivity, that it's a great icebreaker sometimes between employees, the dogs are, as far as either sometimes the dogs make first introductions,
Yeah, I think as you said, Patty, it really is such a fun, low-cost pet perk, if you will, that businesses can offer at a time when many have been forced to decrease benefits because of the economy. Surveys have shown that the working public feel that pets in the workplace lead to a more creative environment. It may even decrease absenteeism, help coworkers get along better, create a more productive environment. And really even improve the relationship between managers and employees. I think our relationship with our pets says so much about us. And so I think it really, by having our pets in the workplace on that one fun day, really increases the camaraderie and the relationships between coworkers and managers.
So what are in addition to your briefcase or your tote, you're bringing your dog to work. What are some things you would advise, Beth, that we should bring if we're bringing our dog?
Well, preparation is key for a successful Take Your Dog to Work Day event. You want to take heed to your company's policies. Does your dog need to stay in your office the entire time? Consider bringing a baby gate to keep the dog in your office when he's not accompanying you around your office. Also, the dog bed, toys to keep the dog occupied and comfortable, his food, a water bowl, and then also arrange your schedule to make sure that you're able to take the dog out when he needs to. Another great thing to do is to partner with a local pet sitter in your area. And a lot of participating companies will work with a PSI pet sitter to arrange to have the pet sitter come in and offer midday dog walks and breaks for the dogs that are participating on Take Your Dog to Work Day.
That's a great idea. Yeah. I mean, I was just trying to get out of an office conference meeting, by saying, my dog has all four legs crossed, got to go. But I think you should probably use a professional pet sitter when you need to so that you can attend your must-attend meeting, right?
Exactly. It does work as a good excuse, but to help make sure work is not interrupted, a pet sitter is a great option.
The other thing, I guess, maybe as a caution, I want to ask people to heed. We know our dogs have begging eyes. Now, let's say you have an office of 50 people and everybody seems to want to give a treat to that dog. If you have like a 20-pound dog, you might leave home that day after work with a 30-pound dog. I'm exaggerating, of course, but are there some tactful, diplomatic ways you can make sure coworkers don't overfeed your Friday attending dog?
Well, Arden, you make a really good point, and it is important to set boundaries for your pet's interaction with your coworkers. TakeYourDog.com features a downloadable action pack, so I encourage anyone who wants to participate to download their action pack. It includes some great tools and resources, but one of the items it includes is an office sign, and so you're able to put it on your door if you're participating, and it outlines the boundaries with your dog. If your dog is friendly, if your dog can't accept treats, if your dog is shy or skittish, so you're able to indicate this on a sign on your door. So it's a really great way to have your coworkers know right away what the boundaries are and how they should interact with your pet.
Don't you think we wish we could put that on our sign about our personality to our colleagues?
It's a good idea. I may create that poster next. But it would certainly be helpful.
Okay. Is there anything else? I mean, this is year number 12. How big have you grown, Patty, with Take Your Dog to Work Day?
Well,
you started out with what, maybe 3 or 4 companies? I'm joking, but how big are you getting now?
Well, unfortunately, we don't have a exact way to measure it because what has happened is a lot of companies who started with us through the years, it's just become an annual event. So they know what they're doing. They haven't registered on our site because it's just something that they do. So we know that it's grown through the years. Our best estimate is maybe 10,000 companies participate.
That's great.
Yeah. So, and one thing I wanted to add, Arden, is many participants, what they do on this special day is they will ask employees, even if they don't have a dog or a cat, but, just care about animals, to bring in a bag of pet food or treats, that type of thing, and they'll collect for their local animal shelter or rescue group. And, it's just a great way of showing corporate responsibility towards the problem of pet overpopulation, is to have events like this. Others have had hot dog lunches where employees have paid a small fee and then they donate the monies raised, to a local shelter or a humane society. So, there's all kinds of ways, and even if you're a company, like I say, that where there's health regulations, and even though you would like to, you can't bring your dog to work that day. You can still bring a photo, and you can still bring a bag of food or treats that will go to feed dogs who need a loving home.
I like that. That takes the we can't do it out of the equation, because you can always alter to tailor it to what your company's regulations are.
Exactly.
That sounds great. I really like that. So all you companies listening out there, whether you can or cannot bring a dog to your work because of maybe health regulations, I like the idea that Patty and Beth are saying, please encourage your employees to bring something, quality food, treats, beds, toys, whatever, that could, leashes, nothing with slobber on it, okay? No slobber, folks. Make it nice and clean, because there's a lot of shelters and a lot of humane shelters and rescue groups out there that could really benefit, and it's a great way to make a difference from your company for all the dogs out there and even kitties out there, too. I can't imagine take your cat to work day, but, stranger things have happened, right, Patty?
Well, what we say is, whoever heard of working like a cat?
That's true. At this time, I want everyone to dash over to takeyourdog.com and also petsit.com. That's Pet Sitters International. That's the group that's created this great day, Take Your Dog to Work Day, which is June 25th. Their corporate sponsors are also the Association of Professional Dog Trainers, APDT.com, and Dog Fancy Magazine. I want to thank my special guest, Patty Moran. She is the founder of Pet Sitters International, and her colleague, Beth Stoltz, who is serving as the company spokesperson for this event, Take Your Dog to Work Day. Ladies, you're always great. I hope you'll come back on the show sometime.
Well, we'd love to. And in the meantime, we hope everybody listening will lick the Workday Blahs on June 25th. Go furry and take your dog to work.
That sounds great, Patty. Thank you. And also at this time, I'd like to thank my producer, Mark Winter. He makes this show happen each and every week. In fact, I invite all of you listeners to check out the amazing lineup of pet shows we offer on PetLifeRadio.com. We've got everything for everyone. If you love lizards, if you think cats are cool, if you want to cha-cha with your chihuahua, we have a show for you. In addition, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to my free monthly newsletter. It's called Arden Moore Knows Pets, and each month we offer great giveaways, like stays in pet-friendly hotels, and we have fun pet trivia contest and more. It's very easy to subscribe. You can just go to fourleggedlife.com and hit the little button right there on the homepage, and it's easy to do, and you'll get to win prizes for you and your pet, and heck, maybe even learn a little bit. So until next time, this is your flea-free host, Arden Moore, delivering just 2 words to all you 2, 3, and 4-leggers out there. Oh, behave.
Coast to coast and around the world, it's Oh Behave with Arden Moore. Find out why cats and dogs do the things they do, and get the latest buzz from wagging tongues and tails in Rin Tin Tinseltown. From famous pet experts and best-selling authors to television and movie stars, you'll get great tail-wagging pet tips and have a fur-flying fun time. All Behave with America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore. Every week on demand. This is the place for a special paparazzi treat. Only on PetLifeRadio.com.